This is going to be my next project, by the way. I should just let you guys know. It's a clear quartz that's here from Canada. I've already cleaned it up here from the bottom and the top a little bit. I'm not sure how I'm going to cut it up. I want to weigh it and see how much it weighs. My skill is out of battery, so I'll do that later. It's okay, but it's gonna make a nice stone. There's a lot of inclusions there right under the surface. You can see them around, but inside it's gonna be really pretty. I've never cut a clear quartz before. This will be my first, so wish me luck. Now back to my concept. Well, back to work. It's around 6:30 in the morning. Studio now. So I've already dopped the stone. I've preformed it, as you see. I already put it into machine on 96. Set the 96 at the lowest point here, so I don't have to take too much off. And we'll start doing the girdle first. So I'm using 220 or 230. I don't remember grit to start cutting the grit with this. Here we go. Put on my visor. See what I'm doing. And let's start. Gentle. I don't think I have a lot to take out. You see? Yeah, a little more. So I'm gonna bring it down to 0 degree angle. Sorry, I have a very severe hiccup. I'm not sure why I woke up with a hiccup this morning. Anyway, so here I go. I'm gonna cut the girdle and see you around soon. I put on my 120 disc because I have a lot of material to take off. I tried to do it with a 320 and it's taking forever. Like, this first pavilion class, look at that. So I put on my 120. I'm gonna go gentle, barely press on it. And yeah, as you can see, for the pavilion, stone shrunk a little bit because there's a lot of cracks. So I had to remove them completely. There's still a bit of inclusions under the surface here, but they're right under the surface, but they're not cracks. They're just inclusions. They're like cloud, a little bit of cloudiness. I think that'll be fine. So here we go. I'm gonna try at around 35 degrees for the first. That may be a little too much, so I'm gonna try a steeper angle. We'll see with that one first, and if that's, so I'll go with a steeper angle. Yeah, this machine is the opposite, so you know what I mean. Anyway, here we go. Let's give this a try. Oh yeah, that's good. That's moving along. See the angle? That's okay. So I'm gonna try this. Just around 35 degrees, and do all the first billion roll facets. I moved the angle from 5 foot a little bit steeper by 5 degrees steeper from 35 to 30 on my machine. That would be because this unit I have it running the opposite. So, well, it's steeper 5 degrees, you know that. So, on the other machine would be what? Well, I don't know. Sorry. Let me put this, turn on a little bit more water here. Oh, my water. Put some water and continue. There is something that I've discovered, it's like a little trick. If you want to know if your dop is set properly, if your stone is set properly in the machine, your dop is not bent, your stone is not moving, because sometimes you put a lot of pressure on it, it actually shifts on your dop and you don't realize it's still glued, but it shifts. If you want to know if everything is good, I usually count one facet, then the next facet, then the next facet, then the next facet. But if you want to know if everything is aligned properly, you cut the first 4 main facets only. So 96, 48, 72, and 24. I think 24 if I remember. Yeah. And if you get a perfect square in the middle, if everything is lined up, I haven't gotten there yet, but I see already the first 3 are lined up perfectly. That means your dop is lined up, your stone is lined up, your stone's not shifting, and everything is running accurately. That means you're cutting accurately. Anyway, I just wanted to share that. Because that's the kind of little things that no one tells you. You have to discover with a lot of mistakes. So let me finish my first 4 here and take it out and see if I'm all lined up, aligned properly, and move from there. And there you go, you can see it. It's a perfectly squared thing. So why do I say that? Why am I saying that? Because sometimes you're cutting right, you're cutting perfect, and all of a sudden you see your stone is offline, or your facets are not the same, or they're misaligned, and you think you're cutting perfectly. So that could be because your dop is set improperly, or your stone has shifted, or your dop is slightly bent, any one of those things. So you can see here, sorry, I don't know why I'm not getting focused here. This machine should be getting focused. There we go. You can see it is perfectly square, and you can even see, you see, if I center it, you can see the center of the dop right there to the middle, and it's perfectly aligned. So that's what I was talking about. So here I go, I'm gonna go ahead and continue doing my first pavilion row, and I'll see you when I'm done. I've finished the first pavilion, and I didn't finish my polishing. I finished cutting the facets, and it's 600, and now 1500. And I'm gonna go straight to polish on 1500 because it looks really good. Doesn't look like there are any scratches at all. I don't think I missed any. I checked and checked. So from here, for these facets here, I'll go straight to polish. But first, I'm gonna do the next one. That's the last facet there. On 1500 copper, and on to the next one. So just finished cutting the second P2, again 600 and 1500, and I'm going to go straight to polish. And this one I did at, let me see what angle I did at. I'm so forgetful. At 36.2, 36.3. So the first one was 30, this is 36.2. That's going to give me a lot of room to make it a nice curvature, but keep it straight enough to have really nice reflection, nice improvements. So let me see, on to the next row, P3, and I'll see you then. I finished my pavilion. It is 5 rows of 16 for 96. I did P1 at 30,
P2 at 36.2, P3 at 42.5, P4 at 48, and P5 at 51.5. So now time to polish. I'm gonna polish on my 60,000 grit resin disc. That's a diamond resin. I've been using that lately and it seems to work. So I'm gonna start with that and I'll see you when I'm done with polishing. I'm finishing polishing the girdle. I've already polished the pavilion. Take a look, see what it looks like. Again, I'm polishing on my 60,000 resin lap, 60,000 diamond. Let's see what it looks like. This time I didn't do anything weird, just a classic Portuguese 5 rows on a Canadian natural white quartz. So next we'll remove it, dop it, do the dop transfer, and cut the crown and the table. To me, this looks fantastic. Polish is good, cut is good, and this was an easy, I didn't have much issues with the stone at all. Thanks again for watching and see you for the next video. I hope you're gonna watch it, want to see this beautiful, gorgeous clear quartz, what it's gonna look like when it's done. Portuguese, classic Portuguese cut.